I chose Dennis for the final debate because he's running for the United States Congress, so let's see if he's prepared.
All right. Now, my surrounding claim is that Democrats hate America. Prove me wrong.
Prove you wrong?
Yeah.
That's a very subjective opinion.
No, it's very objective.
What is the point that you're trying to make?
It's
Why
unbelievably. I mean, we're in California
America?
right now. We're in Los Angeles. It's a state that's been run for over 60 years by a Democrat supermajority. We've had Democrat governors for a plurality of almost 60 years as well. The last 12, it was Jerry Brown Jr., and now we have Gavin Newsom for 2 terms. And the state, not only are we running a historic deficit, but we just spent, as somebody mentioned here earlier, $25 billion in 5 years to solve the homelessness crisis. And that money just evaporated. It went all to NGOs, you know, Gavin Newsom's cronies, and there's no accountability. There's no interest in there being any sort of accountability. So much so that LA County itself has spent over $1 billion to fix homelessness. Our current comptroller, Kevin Mejia, tried to do an audit, and the mayor, Karen Bass, communist, Karen Bass, yes, she's a communist, look it up, trained by Fidel Castro.
What is this whole argument about Democrats?
The whole thing is that it's about centralized power. They're all communists, they're all Marxists. You're part of this. You're part of this infrastructure. Let me finish my point.
Let me finish.
Yes, that's exactly what I just stated.
So Joe Manchin is a communist?
Let me just finish my point.
John Fetterman is a Marxist?
Let me finish my point. Well, he's associating himself with that. Yes,
so your
party's being eaten from within by the Democrat Socialists of America. That's how you get Zoran Mamdani out of New York. That's part of their goal.
Yes,
They're saying it literally.
You just described a party that has diversity of thought. That's kind of how things
That's not
work
diversity of thought. Absolutely not.
That's what happens
it is
when you're not.
Absolutely
That's what happens when you're not in a brainless cult like MAGA, right?
I'm just going to tell you this.
So you've got, for example,
levels
a party in the Democratic Party is one that has folks like Joe Manchin and Zoran Mamdani. It's people with a wide array of a political spectrum.
You're being extremely disingenuous right now.
I just want to know from you. What is it that you're trying to say about Democrats that hate America? You're saying that half of America hates this country.
Let me finish. Let me do my point. Okay, you brought up Joe Manchin and you brought up John Fetterman. 2 people that every time, John Fetterman specifically, he actually is a middle-of-the-road guy. Let me finish my point. Okay, every time he sides with common sense policy that is coming from the Republicans. Let me finish my point, dude. Every time he sides with common sense policy,
that didn't work out well for you,
let me finish my point, bro. You're gonna let me. You're gonna just keep.
Flustered, aren't you?
I'm not flustered.
I can see it over you. Your eyes.
I'm not. Oh, now he's trying to play back what I did a minute ago.
Remember that one?
Yes, I do remember that one.
Look how the tables have turned.
Oh my God, dude, you're being so petty. Just let me finish my point, okay?
Okay.
You brought up Joe Manchin and John Fetterman. Okay, every time they side with common sense policy from Republicans, what happens? They get eaten alive by their own side. You watch Hassan Piker, you watch anybody on the left. They will eat them alive for siding with common sense. Things that people in Pennsylvania and their states want. Not the Democrat orthodoxy, okay? Your party hates America. You look at Ilhan Omar.
I just want to make sure that
Ilhan Omar got into Congress, look this up, folks, with a negative net worth of $45,000. She's worth over $60 million. Explain that to me right now.
Because of the fact that there are people with a wide array of thought. And by the way, I just want to make sure that
it is not.
I am not in the Joe
Manchin,
John Fetterman era.
You're gaslighting.
That's not where I stand personally. I am a Barack Obama-style Democrat. But ultimately, of course, right? I think he was a really good president. But at the end of the day,
you support the one president. Wait, no. I want to take that back. No, hold on one second.
Trying to make
hold on one second.
Democrats hate America.
You think Barack Obama was the greatest president when he unilaterally called the most amount of drone strikes abroad and killed the most innocent civilians in the history of the United States presidency?
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
I don't agree with that, and that's exactly what I just said. Is that people?
But you just said he was the greatest president.
Excuse me.
No. Diversity of thought is killing innocent civilians.
I hate to break it.
How is that diversity of thought?
I hate to break it to you, but Donald Trump also had an increase of drone strikes more than what was happening under Barack Obama. So you might want to go check your numbers, because if that's the marking of whether or not someone is a good president, your guy literally went and had more drone strikes.
Guess what?
And I bet you're still going to go to Mar-a-Lago and beg for his support, aren't you?
I didn't just sit here and say that Barack Obama is the greatest president in history.
But Donald Trump had more drone
knowing
strikes.
That he killed more civilians.
But Donald Trump had more drone strikes, but you still think he's a good president, right?
I didn't say that I approve of drone strikes. I'm calling
So
out
it's
drone
almost
strikes.
like if you disagree with something, you can still support the politician overall. That's kind of how that works.
I'm literally calling out drone strikes. Do you understand how your cognitive dissonance is working?
You're trying to say that because I support Barack Obama and I disagree with drone strikes, that all of a sudden that's some type of failure in my reasoning, while you literally support Donald Trump, who had more drone strikes, and you still support him. You literally came dressed like him today. You're wearing the pin, you're wearing the tie, you're wearing everything. You came just like him.
Hold on 1 second. Wait. I just want to make a point here. He has a problem with somebody wearing the American flag. Pure Democrat. You hate America. What? You just made my point for me. Thank you so much.
And I said that you're dressed like Donald Trump.
Can you at least shake my hand? Can you at least shake my hand?
That I said that you're dressed like Donald Trump?
Oh my God, civility is done.
You came dressed like another, what are you talking about?
You have a problem with me, with the way I'm dressed. I'm wearing the American flag. I'm wearing American colors, red, white, and blue.
Because
you just said you have a problem. You made my point for me, bro.
I said that?
Yeah, you did.
What I said was that you're trying to say that because of I support Barack Obama, that has to mean that I support everything that he did. You support Donald Trump.
You're splitting hairs, bro.
You literally, this is your argument.
Look,
you literally support a man that had more drone strikes.
I specifically called out drone strikes. You think that means that I support any president doing it?
Donald Trump had, and you literally.
You think you're literally having to put words into my mouth so you can exonerate yourself of a point that I made because you can't respond to it.
Your own argument.
No, you called Barack Obama the greatest president that ever was, and I said,
did I say that?
Do you endorse his drone strikes? Yes, you did.
I said he was a great president.
So you think killing civilians makes somebody a great president?
So do you think Donald Trump was a great president?
I think he's doing a pretty good job compared to other people. So you think
a pretty good president is someone who had more drone strikes than Barack Obama?
I don't endorse drone strikes. No, I don't.
So it's almost like that's a wash then.
We're stuck in the same point. We're going around. I feel like we're going around in circles. Let's just take it back for a second.
Because it didn't work out for you. That's kind of how that went.
Yeah, you can frame it however you want, but that's not actually what happened.
I don't think libs of TikTok are going to like this one.
I think the people at home can see a lot better that you hate America and that you literally proved my point for me. You literally said that you have a problem with me wearing this suit.
You're dressed like Trump.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we're going back in circles. I'm trying to move the conversation forward. It's got nothing to do. I could argue about this for my whole life, but I think the good people at home would rather see something different.
Yeah, so I'd pivot too if I were you. It's not working out well for you.
Okay. You can say whatever you want to save your ego. Here's the thing, okay? Prove to me that you don't hate America. I gave you a bunch of data. Show one piece of policy from Democrats that's been good for the working class.
You asked me to prove whether or not I love America. I love America.
No. That's not what I asked you. That is not what I asked you.
You wanted me to prove
I asked for one piece of policy.
My grandparents worked their entire lives.
Look, the Democrat Party is one of the most dishonest, self-serving parties in the history of this country. Well, it's been like this forever, okay? Ilhan Omar got into office. Okay, so defend Ilhan Omar. She got into office with a negative net worth of $45,000. She's worth $60 million now.
I'm not here to talk about
AOC just went on a Stop the Oligarchy tour, spent $50,000 on luxury hotels and Bad Bunny concerts. How is that loving America?
Wait a second. I just want to make sure that something's clear.
No, just explain that to me. No, now you're trying to pivot.
Now you're trying to pivot. I just want to make sure this is right. You're trying to say that someone increasing their net worth in government per se is indicative of someone who doesn't care about America, right?
I think enriching yourself on the backs of Americans when you're there to serve is inherently dishonest, corrupt, and it is anti-American.
You think so?
Yeah.
How much has Donald Trump's net worth increased since he's been the president?
I know that he spent, for a fact, over $600 million in wrongful lawsuits that were brought by Letitia James and all of these crazy Democrats in the judicial.
How much?
How much what?
How much has his net worth increased since he's been president in 2025?
Well, you tell me.
$3.3 billion.
He also had to spend. He also had to spend $600 million. He also had to spend $600 million on these lawsuits that you guys, these frivolous lawsuits that you guys are bringing up.
Has made more money off the.
He's been an independent businessman his entire life. He still owns golf courses. His son Eric made more than him. His son Eric still runs the golf courses.
So if your own logic is that making money in public office is indicative of someone who hates America.
It's
I would say the
different.
guy who's made more than anybody else in the history of America probably hates America,
this is
right?
an absolutely false equivalence.
That's not how that works, did it?
This is an absolutely false
that
equivalence.
didn't work out well for you.
This is a false equivalence.
And your campaign is going to be struggling after
Oh,
today.
yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be fine, okay? Do you have a problem with Congress people enriching themselves off of insider trading?
I believe that we should ban insider trading 100%, and I support John Ossoff's
So
Stop
are you
Act.
going to
But
call out?
by the way,
are you going to call out the people in your party?
Here's the situation. You just made an argument that making money in public office is something that is inherently indicative of someone who hates America. You're literally cheerleading and dressing like the man who's made more money off the presidency than anybody else in history, and you don't want to call that out. Partially because he wouldn't create a crypto coin. Partially because he created a crypto coin that he literally used taxpayer dollars to go meet with people as a result of those things. The crypto coin that he created.
What you're saying?
You don't want to talk about that, do you?
To begin with,
the crypto coin.
These are all, bro.
Do we know
he was a
invested in his crypto coin?
He was a businessman to begin with.
Let me ask you this. Do we know who's investing in Trump's crypto coin?
Lay it on me.
Do we know?
Well, lay it on me.
Do we know for sure?
Why are you bringing this up if you don't know?
Because the point is that he is literally making money, billions of dollars, off of a crypto coin that he literally is pushing, that we have no transparency on whatsoever. If that's not shady, I don't know what is. You have him literally spending our taxpayer dollars to go meet with his crypto donors. And that doesn't sound like something that's inherently corrupt to you.
Who are the investors? What's the
and
created the meme coin?
And literally
give
one
me all
of
the
people,
information around it.
Here's what's funny about this. Literally one of the people that he's literally went and has done favors for in office are investors to his meme coin. It's so laughable to me that you guys can't even say.
Name
how
them.
about
Why
this?
don't you name them specifically?
How about
name
this?
one person?
How about I don't know his name directly.
Exactly. Boom.
I don't know.
Thank you. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, dude. You're just making shit up.
Because I can't give you the name. You didn't even know.
Yeah,
you didn't even know that Trump increased drone
say,
strikes. What are you talking about?
I'm not
you literally have
here,
done this entire time.
I'm not sitting here and talking about stuff that I don't know. You sit here, you cite all this stuff. You can't have a piece of data to back anything up. Thank God you're not in Congress, dude.
You won't be either. So
Oh,
congratulations. I guess we'll both be sitting right there together.
You better
right?
not bet against me, bro.
Okay.
You better not
Who
bet
are you
against
running
me.
against?
Who do you think I'm running against?
I don't know. Who are you running against?
Guess.
Who?
I'm taking Adam Schiff's old seat.
Ha!
Yeah.
Good luck with that. You know what? Because last time I checked, Proposition 50 just passed, and Gavin Newsom just drew all of
Oh,
the
so he
Republicans straight out of office.
supports authoritarian gerrymandering, folks.
You know what?
He supports it.
And
Wow.
Here's
there
why.
you go.
Here's why.
Hates America.
Here's why. Here's what it is. It was
You
the
hate
Republicans.
democracy.
Here's why.
You hate our constitutional
You don't want to let me
republic.
answer.
That's why you want to
Here's
redraw the
what it
map
is.
so it benefits you.
Here's what it is. The Republicans in Texas redrew the state of Texas to take 5 seats. And
Then
you
why
thought,
did that happen again?
And you thought,
Do you know
thought
about
that
Joe
Democrats
Biden?
were going to
Do
just
you-
sit around and do
Oh,
nothing.
yeah.
So what happened?
Hey.
We drew the Republicans straight out of
How
office.
about
and it's
how
gonna
about
happen.
you just look at what happened? You're
And
from
by the way,
Texas. In
and
fact,
by the way,
you're from
by the way,
Texas.
let me ask you this.
No.
Will you
Let me ask you this.
Will you support
Because
Kevin?
you
wait
got
a
an
second.
absolutely false
Will
point
you
right now.
support Kevin
We're just
Kiley?
gonna talk over each other.
Will you support
This
Kevin
is
Kiley?
great.
Will you support Kevin Kiley's bill to ban partisan gerrymandering all across this country?
Before we get to that,
will
of
you
course-
support
of
Kevin
course I'll-
Kiley's bill?
Yes, I will support it.
Then why did
But-
the Republicans in Congress don't? Why don't they?
Well,
support
let me ask you a simple question. You're from
Why did
Texas.
they not vote for the
Let me
For the
ask you a
People
simple
Act?
question.
Why did they not?
Let
vote
me
for the
ask
For
you a
the
simple
People Act
question.
to ban partisan gerrymandering?
Are you going to
back
let me
in
ask you the
2020?
question or are you going to filibuster?
What do you
Let me
want?
ask you a simple question, okay? So, do you know about Joe Biden versus Galveston, Texas?
No.
You don't know about that lawsuit?
No.
The lawsuit that triggered the gerrymandering in Texas that was brought on by Joe Biden. The gerrymandering, so Galveston, Texas tried to redraw the districts. They tried to draw minority coalition districts.
For what?
They were sued.
For what? Congressional seats or what?
They were redrawing those districts back when Joe Biden was president.
What district?
Joe Biden, they were redrawing districts in
What
Galveston,
district?
Texas.
What district?
I don't know specifically. This
now you
this,
don't know.
Bro,
You're talking about a lawsuit you don't know.
This is
now?
your state. You should know. You don't even know what I'm trying to explain to you, and you're trying to nitpick details.
I just
I'm
wanna
explaining
know.
to you the decision and how we got
I
to this
know
point.
exactly what you're talking about.
You just said you don't know.
I tricked you. How about that?
Oh, great.
How about
Wow,
that?
so you're a liar. That's great. Wow,
You
truly.
think- you think-
the
Okay,
kind of
pause.
politician we don't need in Washington.
Pause, we're out of time. We're out of time. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I think that he was definitely looking for a clip, but it didn't work out for him. The idea that Democrats hate America is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. And I think that ultimately what people saw was somebody that does not have any consistency in their argument, folks that are more concerned with being on the next libs of TikTok meme versus the people in this country that are paying more for everything. And I think that was abundantly clear.
It's really unfortunate that he turned his passion for politics and for civic involvement into something that I would just call poisonous.
I thought it was good. I thought he was entertaining. He had a good sense of humor about it. I don't think he addressed some of the points that, we were trying to hit, but some of us didn't address some of his points, so that just kind of goes with the territory.
He was very rehearsed. I feel like he would make a great politician, very like, yeah, I got the facial expressions.
What grade would you give Trump right now in his first year and second term?
Oh, Lord. This is going to be published. I would give him a C+, B minus, C+.
I may be a little harsh with this, but I'd say like a C+, maybe a low B, a B minus.
I would give Trump a C right now.
I graded that an A. The main reason why I voted for him, and the reason I think it's such a big success, was the One Big Beautiful Bill.
I wish he would do more to bring people across the aisle.
I think we should put Americans first, right? I don't like giving $40 billion to Argentina. I think that that's money going abroad that could be here helping our people.